Hello, welcome to Real Life. I'm your host, Attorney Nicole Shepard. I'm excited that we have, I guess, real spring temperature, and I keep waiting for winter temperatures because I keep saying, okay, are we going to really get cold? So I'm excited that we're having, our spring is beginning, and it feels like spring, it looks like spring. Happy about, our Easter and our Resurrection Sunday holiday that's soonly approaching, and then I would encourage you guys to actually go out. Register to vote if you haven't registered already. Vote in the upcoming election. It's a very important election. You have a judicial race with 2 women, and we need you guys to go out and vote. Tonight, my guests are Havilah and Havilah Malone. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it. Havilah, you have been coming on air since you were probably about maybe 9 months. Or maybe 9 months or 11 months or something like that. And Havilah, I know you do so much stuff. You saw I combined your last name and your first name. But Havilah, you've done so much just all over. Last time I talked to you, were traveling overseas to Dubai. So I know that was really exciting. But I'm just excited about the work that you're doing in your writing. So first, tell my viewers a little bit about yourself.
Certainly. I am, of course, the #1 best-selling author, inspirational speaker, and consultant. And I am also the education chair for the Louisiana Diversity Council. So everything that I do is all about empowering people, helping them get to the next level, whether it be business professionals, entrepreneurs, or even our up-and-coming young leaders.
Okay, good deal. Havilah, tell us a little bit about yourself. So what do you like to do?
I love to dance. I have a recital that's gonna freak me out, but I'm gonna do my best.
Okay, I believe that you're gonna do your best. And what grade are you in?
I'm in 2nd grade.
Okay, I think you're gonna do well at the recital.
I'm 8 years old.
You're 8 years old? I think you're gonna be great at the recital.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Havilah, let's talk about what you do as far as your writing. How did you get involved with writing?
Absolutely. I used to get so many questions. It's my background. I have a very extensive background in television, from being a spokesperson on the Home Shop Network, QVC, having my own TV show on Style Network, and also running big business, or running a $160 million technology business. And so I would get so many questions as far as, like, how do I move my business forward? How do I get to that next level? Or how do I get on TV? The things like that. And so I finally decided, let me compile all this information into a book form, and something that people can easily pick up, read, digest, and start applying within their own lives. So back in 2013, I released my very first book, which was how to become a publicity magnet in any market via TV, radio, and print. Actually became a #1 bestseller. It has helped to transform people's lives, and because it brings you on a self-development journey first, because you have to have the right mindset to even be able to take advantages of opportunities that are around you, because opportunities are everywhere. And then the actual steps on how to get on those huge media platforms and share your product, message, or service. And so that kind of started it. But really, even before that, as a youth, I used to write poetry and, write like different things down. And so I think that was always in me. And as I got older and my career started moving forward, the doors kind of opened to be able to do it on a larger platform. And now with the new project that we're doing with the Napoleon Hill Foundation, being able to give children those 17 principles of success from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, that is a dream project and a dream come true.
So tell me the name of the book.
Yeah, so it's called The Amazing Adventures of Oliver Hill. And so it's actually based on those 17 principles of success from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And Think and Grow Rich, for those who are unfamiliar, is actually one of the top 10 best-selling books of all time. It's created more successful people, more millionaires than any other success philosophy in history. And so now, for the first time, those principles have been broken down into short, rhymed children's stories to be able to give kids that foundation of success. To be able to teach principles like, self-discipline and teamwork and, definiteness of purpose, but through a way that kids can understand it. So it's through adventurous stories that are really fun and engaging.
Okay. So, Havilah, did you have an opportunity to read Oliver Hill?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So what did you like so far?
I like the amazing lemonade stand.
Okay, so you like the amazing lemonade stand. Do you think you want to do a lemonade stand?
Yes, and why I like it was because it's like in the beginning of the story, it was like that the brother and the sister didn't want to play until they saw that oh my gosh, she has a lot of customers. So that's when they rush down the stairs so they can go help.
Okay, so the customers really kind of got them interested.
Yes.
Okay, because customers meant that they had good business going on?
Yes, and it meant like if they had customers, then they knew that something was going on.
Okay, something good?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So, and I wanted to bring her on to kind of talk about it from a second grader standpoint, because it's geared to children. And so, she likes it and she's excited about it, and she enjoyed reading. But I want to make sure that children are engaged and kind of using her to kind of see what her thoughts were. Because as adults, we can say, hey, this is great for our children. But then how do we make sure that they're engaged? Can people use this in a classroom setting?
Absolutely, and we're actually partnering with some of the schools to be able to bring this into the classroom. There's schools that it actually is in right now and being used to be able to teach these very valuable principles to youth. And like you said, through the story that she talked about, the amazing lemonade stand, it actually teaches a principle of definiteness of purpose, of like having a goal, wanting to go out after it, and doing and putting together a plan to be able to make it happen. So, and I love how you broke down and what you saw value from the stories. So we get so many testimonials from young ones of how these stories have affected their lives and how they see themselves in that picture and what they can do, with those principles within their own lives. And to be able to have that from a young age is so critical.
Right. We always talk about socioeconomic status, and so I do think that this is an opportunity to help our youth grow and to see it and kind of enjoy it, and then also remember, because I think that the stories are very, I think they're very good, well put together. But also I think that they can read it. It's not a hard read, it's exciting. You have some humor in there, but then those principles of saying, hey, this is what we want you to get out of the story, and this is something that you can take with you and remember. But then you also have it in Spanish. Tell me about the translation. That's really, really exciting.
So the book is available both in English and in Spanish, because we want to be able to reach a very wide market of children to be able to get this information into them. So, and the book is done, each of the stories, they're short, rhymed children's stories, so that helps also with the retention of the information. And it's fun, and so now it engages kids where they want to like build a lemonade stand, or they want to find a way to get their friends to come out and participate and play and to coexist, with them. So the principles that are given through these stories really help them on so many different levels.
Yeah, and I know that, Aviana, a few of your friends, they usually have a lemonade stand, don't they?
Oh, yes. My very, very best friends. Now, guys, if you're listening to this, you guys really mean a lot to me.
Okay, well, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. And I think we have, a lot of children who will be interested in the lemonade stands. Obviously, we see our lemonade stands up around in the city, and we're going to see them all over the place. And I think that that's a good tool, but also giving them the different components of saving and how to build. We teach Aviana a lot about real estate and real estate development, and so she can kind of, she knows the concept of renting the houses and, tenants and collecting rent, and then she knows the little renovation part, right? Because you just finished the big project?
Yes, and that was a lot of work.
Okay, so tell us about the project.
The project, it was amazing because we brought it in the tax sale. Oh, and about the tax sale, tomorrow's the last day, so if you want a house, you gotta go get it.
Right.
Go get it right now.
Yeah, she's like now. And so she knows about the tax sale. She knows how to purchase, and knows, obviously she knows it ends tomorrow, which it does really end on tomorrow. But just the beginning principles of the investing, but also the saving. Saving money. We talk obviously a lot about credit and just building it and building the wealth, encouraging children at an early age to start saving and start figuring out what ways that they can invest and make money and just kind of be a part of mainstream America as it relates to businesses.
And I commend you for that, because that's the one thing that our kids are not getting is that financial literacy piece.
Right.
And it's so important to start at this young age and as young as possible to give them that information, because they look at, say, successful people like, okay, yeah, I want money, but what does it take to actually get that money? What does it take to not only get it, but keep it as well? So like even one of the principles in the book, which is Principle 16 about budgeting time and money, is through a story called Pay Yourself First. It actually teaches children how to set aside and save and invest their money to be able to grow it. So they can have real estate investments and things like that. I mean, that's amazing.
Right, no, that's good. And I think that the more we can do, I mean, I've told my students, purchase in the tax sale. Take your money, purchase in the tax sale, and then and I've explained both sides of it. So if the person decides to come back and redeem the property, then they're going to pay you, of course, your money back, and then they're going to pay interest, which is usually better than most banks out there. So it's an investment that way. And then you have the savings account that you just can't go in and touch because you have to wait till they come and bring the money. But then if they don't, then there's a proceeding that you go through. But it's a good opportunity for, I think, young people who don't really have a lot of money. It has nothing to do with your credit. It's just you're out there, you're researching your bid, and then you might get lucky, but it's a win-win, I think, for people who are interested in that. And I've been teaching her that since she was like a little.
Yes, I can see her doing like a workshop or something and teaching all her friends and all the young ones how to, utilize that.
Yeah, that's definitely what she would do. Okay, Ivy, we're going to take a break soon. Any final thoughts? You can just say good night.
Good night, San Francisco. I mean, Louisiana.
Okay, so you want to go to San Francisco? Okay, that's fine. So we're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. We're going to return shortly.
We got the spirit, we're hot, we can't be stopped. We got the spirit, we're hot, we can't be stopped. We're gonna beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero ir. No lo puedo hacer.
DMC, life in your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
All in together now. We can make it better now. Come on, can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
We rope it up,
cause we know how to jump.
we roll it out,
Cause we know how to skate.
we'll cut it down,
Cause we know what to eat.
we'll swap it out.
We eat healthy stuff.
Can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
Can we do it?
Just moving a little and eating better every day can help make you and your child healthier. Search We Can to find doable tips and activities that you can use every day.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Hi, welcome back. I'm your host, Attorney Nicole Shepard. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Roberts. I appreciate you for joining the conversation. And then, Havilah, I was just at a diversity seminar over the weekend with LSBA. It was really, really good. We had 3 awesome facilitators and a lot of examples, and it was really, really a good workshop, just making sure that we're doing a better job with having diversity conversations through